Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Berseria, where after leaving Halia behind, its people transformed to demons, malevolence, a wave of it coming from the Palaminia's temple because we saved Kamoana, removing a Therian after learning stuff about a Nominat. We now continue onwards, away from this island of Yseult, just kind of leaving it to its fate. But Becca will probably have something to say about anything because the thing that she wants most is here in life.
The boat! The boat is here again! Hooray!
Madame Spinny.
Take a look at this.
As we lose everything.
Hooray!
Well, well. Now here's a fine haul.
I can't remember the last time we had such a good treasure.
The Master of Trivia coming loose.
Hooray.
And giving us all the
I knew
goods.
this would be big. What a treasure!
And we found the Orson brothers, a trio of dolls found drifting across the Castilian Sea. One represents strength, one beauty, and one craftsmanship.
Half-hearted fortune-telling. I wonder who knows that skill.
And we discovered the Centurion Gold. If you're wondering why we're acting weird, to be honest, we'd already started and filmed this segment, apart from the fact that filming this segment means that I would have had to have pressed record, which I didn't do. So it seems that the random number generator is set, so that's great.
Hooray.
Sometimes we just have to be honest and tell the truth that I'm an idiot. We also have the, we could visit the Bloodwing people.
No, let's make it different this time. Let's not do it.
Because we basically are heading out to Yseult, or, of course, we have ourselves the option of going to a class 4 administrative zone. Unless our RNG is that good that we got it twice in a row.
Excellent work out there. You're here for your reward, right?
Make it different.
Yeah.
Tuco Red Hunts in addition to some other thing.
Give me the sake as well. Where's it gone?
Okay. The major difference is the lack of sake that Becca can now not have.
This is all your fault, Sam.
But let's move on. Past my idiocy and further outwards. Because going back to Logres means we're going back to enemy territory, which is going to be
everywhere's
easy.
Enemy territory.
Out of Yseult, not out to Yseult. I'm brilliant at this.
Goodness me, I wonder what this gentleman could have to say. Let's find out.
Sir, we just received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logres. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a Therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other Therians, too. We're heading for Logres. Prepare to set sail.
Ready anytime.
He's got slippers on, but one of them's kind of broken with like the thing going wah wah. I never noticed that before.
Because he's a hard-up pirate who can afford better stuff for the top half than the bottom. I know, so we're heading to the Class 4 zone, the Beast Quarter. Not expecting any problems whatsoever, based on the fact that the last zone was easy as hell, really.
I wonder if there's a cat chest. There is! I did some half-hearted fortune-telling and predicted it would be there.
But not able for us to open up because we don't have enough. But luckily we'll be going to Logres, which is a zone we've already experienced. There shouldn't be cat's chests, so we should be able to get some more souls.
Demons!
As we take on the Aberrant Caller. Let's do it.
Oh, don't run away.
That's what they do.
Now, rise, arise.
That poor cat.
They love doing that.
Kaboom! These monsters are so weak, I'm pretty sure that's allowing inflated damage numbers.
Smell absorber.
Is it hot or is it just me?
I've been
My double die attack.
We need the smell absorber. So
Man, that was ridiculous damage.
There's
They're like really low level monsters. How did I get none of the finishing blows on those guys? I really need souls again.
I really need to kill something so my health stops ticking down.
Why are you gonna die?
Cause, stuff.
You're wide open!
Magalu, could you heal me, please?
Just trying to get to it. I'm trying to protect you by fighting as well.
I'll immediately do the thing that drains my health.
So why did your health tick down like
Because I
that?
wasn't getting the killing blow on anything while I was in my crazy demon mode.
I didn't know that.
It gives me health back when I kill something.
So we were both not getting the kills.
Who was then? It's our
It must be
NPCs.
Magalu or Thingy, because I was trying to get wide open. I was trying to make them wide open then instead.
You're trying to make Magalu wide open.
Oh, all you have to do is get lava set to us.
Straight past all the book locks. Let's go.
Well, it's not like I've played as her, so I don't know.
Oh crap.
You just killed everything, or was that her?
I don't know. What are these weak to? Okay.
I don't even think it matters what they're weak to. They just have so little HP.
Well, it does, because I need it to. If you stun them with the right element, you get an extra blue diamond.
You don't always get one.
You do when you stun them, which is quite fairly consistent.
Okay, your works way different than me. So basically, you're saying experience of a game which I just do not even understand remotely.
Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Go on then, there you go, Becca. I'll leave it to you, Becca. Kill it.
Phew.
I refuse to fall here.
So wait, how can you stop it draining your HP
It
by
gives you some
doing a
back.
finishing move?
When you kill them, it gives you some back. But also when you do the finishing move, it takes you out of that mode, I think.
Okay, so you're trying to stay in the mode?
But if you can sustain the kills, I guess. To be honest, I just press buttons.
Alright, no new goodies. Sadness.
No new goodies. Wait, we got new goodies last time.
Yes, we've done up to here and stepped back on the boat, and then I realised we were recording. We got a new sword for Becca.
Sam, I don't have my new sword now.
Sorry.
It was serrated and cool.
Serrated and cool. We didn't even battle with it yet.
Oh, yeah, but it's all angular and square.
Angular and square. We'll give you your serrated edges. Well, we'll maybe get something better as we head on to Port Zekson and Logres, to the bit where we haven't played.
Oh, it's the bit where they pull things out their butts.
I lost my mother to a demon.
Oh.
Yet that girl's a Therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty. You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes, my mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength. Do you want to see it?
Yeah! Ah!
What's wrong?
My face! It's scary! I don't want to look like that! I don't want my mommy to hate me! Mommy! Mommy!
When I was her age, that's just how I cried.
Oh, maybe she'll grow out of that voice.
Kamoana, I want you to see this.
That huge owie!
My
What
boobs.
happened?
It's big and ugly, isn't it? There are scary things about my body, too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you alright? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie. I'm alright, I promise.
What about me? Do you think I'm scary?
You're such a sweetheart, Kamoana. Nobody could ever be scared of you. Not me, not your mother, not La Yseult. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
No.
Okay.
Scar. Was it from a demon? Yeah. They attacked my village when I was a girl. I was so hurt I couldn't move. But my mother lured them away from me so I could survive.
What happened to her?
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
Oh.
Come to the deck. Grimoire says she's learned something from the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
It's nothing.
Somehow, I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therian shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss. And we think that passage means that Innominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right? Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Innominat to create Therians, the song means that Innominat chooses who becomes Therians. But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean? That someone receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as a Therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into Therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know. Another thing to consider is this wording about Therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one Therian will be reborn again and again, or it could mean that different Therians will be born to take their place. Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
Looks like prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time, eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her, if it would prevent Innominat's reawakening. But Therians can't be killed. Not truly.
So, in a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body, so there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
Exactly. So we remove the 7 Therians from their Earth Pulse points instead. But then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back. Or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, you take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the Therians.
Somewhere devoid of people but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire continent, finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Innominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our Therians while we search for a hideout. For now, let's just get to Logres.
How come that other place filled up with malevolence even though they had the Therion still there with them?
It was afterwards, though.
No, but she was still there. We were
Obviously,
still there.
the point of the Earth Pulse is where it seems to be originating from. She was removed from the point.
Hey, old man! Give me all the
weird.
water and food you got! Wait your turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there! Poor you! You probably deserved it! Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Shut up, both of you. No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
Huh? The hell are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay. Look, pirates are a liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly. The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
Yes, sir. You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
So something's jacketless outfit for Eleanor?
Pubes.
Something's affecting the sailors at this point as well. Because that's not really part of Benwick's character. Oh, that's rubbish. That's like some kind of night gear.
That's better.
No, 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 no!
Yes, much better.
Poor girl. But yeah, I imagine Kamoana needs to be on the Earth Pulse point to basically siphon the malevolence that's been generated by the humans of Haria down into the Earth Pulse itself, where Anomina or whatever feeds on it.
Does that mean that the Therians that are left are gonna get really fat because of all the extra malevolence?
No, I imagine
they
I imagine it's not within their scope.
Oh. Dee dee dee.
But it seems they have to be on the Earth Pulse points to ferry it from this world to the Earth Pulse and to that whatever dimension that is. Ish. That said, what did anyone actually see any blemish on Eleanor when she was slightly removing clothes?
They didn't show you.
No.
She probably has a scar that's really pretty, like just a line or something.
Also, the other thing is essentially, I'm imagining in the Japanese that picture might have been a bit more explicit. I don't know. There's some censorship that goes between
I
these
would
games.
say that the Japanese can be a bit coy about that stuff, because in the adaptation of Tales from the Earthsea, they didn't show the severe disfigurement of one of the characters who was burnt very tragically in a fire, and they just gave her like a really cute little pink patch over her eye, and they totally missed the point of it.
Just when are we going to be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helaves are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep. Standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
You're just looking for cat souls, really, aren't you?
Cat souls.
You're so desperate for more cat souls. Give me all the souls, give me your souls.
Skit, skit, skit.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
Polish?
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia's our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Eyfried came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Eyfried want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, she looks interesting.
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Ifrid stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Ifrid and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Aww. You want to know what that was about? We were talking about the guy up on the rigging, who's not really doing very much work, to be honest. But yes, in regards to earlier cutscenes, I obviously do have my thumbnail now.
Yeah. I think you just should definitely do that.
Because it worked for the Magalu episode, despite the fact that that was literally just because that Magalu was the only topic, really.
Just draw boobs onto every thumbnail.
Right, where are we going? Yeah, it's this way. Have we gone up this way before?
I think we have, because it goes to a different section down here.
I can't remember doing it, weirdly. But obviously, no, I remember this alleyway, but
well,
we'd be going that way to Yseult.
I'll just make sure there isn't like a
Logres.
cutscene in the gym. The gym?
In the gym? Well, there's actually a talking thing, but it's not from that.
Man, I heard that the merchants in Port Zekson are making a killing now that the sea gate is shut tight.
No. Nothing compared to a merchant like you.
There are people profiting from this?
What are you talking about? Anyone who wants to head to Northgan has to sail around Westgan now. And those ships need to put into Port Zekson for supplies.
That is true. Still, it's only until Vortigern is repaired.
Your friends in Renede wouldn't happen to be paying off the Abbey to delay repairs, would they?
You think that'd work on the Abbey? They're not as lax as the church was.
So that's it. You're in cahoots with the church.
Hey, relax. I'm just saying, there's a lot of nasty rumors circulating about those priests.
So not everyone's been hurt by Vortigern's closure. Interesting.
There's a front and back to every coin.
Except your coin only ever turns up tails.
At some point, it is going to show heads, and it's going to be a massive plot point.
And then he dies.
And then he dies.
So why could he? Why could he use the ship as a vessel before, then a random coin? What's special about those two things that meant that Laphicet had to go into a human? And they couldn't just go, yeah, chuck him in the compass?
Chuck him in the compass. Ooh,
Amber ribbon. It's amber.
I'll buy that then.
There's nothing else really to get though.
No,
Buy some more life bottles, to be honest.
Life bottle.
It's probably not a bad idea. It's not bad, Shell.
There we go. Lucky number 13.
Yes, also to comments in chat, I can't control Becca's costume afflictions of people. She's evil.
I'm evil.
Oh no, can't have 99 something.
No. Travesty.
Alright then, let's head out onto the road then and wonder if it'll actually take us somewhere we want to go. And there seems to be a very large lack of cat souls around anymore.
Cat souls.
Wait, it was this way?
I don't know.
Remember going the other way, but obviously we've never gone out that way, which is weird. Well, let's go. And there's cat souls again, Becca.
The blood-winged butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the Underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the Church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up? Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh?
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
A black, full-chested dove? Is that some sort of Underworld code word?
It's our safe word. It's a bit long-winded though.
Full-chested dove.
Why, thank you. Much chest here.
It's overflowing at the moment. We should do more exercise.
It's wide open.
Do.
Right then. Let's get some cat souls, because I know basically that you're going to start going every cat soul you see now.
Here we are, back in Logres. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act? Coo, coo.
I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
They're just gonna keep, like, really stretching this joke out until it's painful.
Do you think this will be another dove skit now?
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing and the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals, the Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its final end. The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
Why is it every bloomin' game has an ancient civilization that was far more advanced than we were that's magically disappeared, and then it turns out to be because of the evil thing we're currently fighting?
Because, you know, Atlantis and stuff like that.
It's also like Mass Effect and the Reapers. And Grandier, I swear, had...
It's just a very easy setup for a game that involves fighting in a fantasy setting.
Wah!
Be that's, well, science fiction and fantasy are kind of like a dual genre. Becca must get all the souls as everyone goes at her.
I'm guessing these enemies are weak and poo.
Yeah, I imagine there's no point in fighting them. But you'll kind of want to get everything, because I know you will. Under that bridge was a ton. You have to go round and get there, though. There does seem to be some new enemies,
Take a look
though.
at this.
I don't remember one of them. Aww.
Yeah! Fluffy
Wow.
milk.
They found a whole bunch.
Yeah, they did. Gets one extra. Oh, he's the master of trivia next. Alright, so we're going to the Centurion Isles now.
Scout ship setting sail.
How many boat things do you think there are?
100 million. Jimmy!
Merp, merp.
Cute little chickens.
I don't actually realise how long it actually is if you're just collecting these. Takes a bit. You just missed one.
I thought I did. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sure there was one there, but it didn't go pling.
And we nearly have enough for one whole chest. The one on the administrative aisle, which is 135 opening.
Should we check and see if these are actually low level?
Yeah, why not?
You better be ready.
Level 40. I would make it a no. These are good. These guys, maybe not. What about the other ones? Yeah, they're all level 40. Wait, they're way higher level than us, Becca.
Are they?
Yeah, they just killed me.
Oh, crap.
They just killed me in like 2 seconds.
I just been running around them going la 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 la.
What? What's Laffy? So you want to take this as careful as possible.
Whee. Right. What are they weak to? Those are weak to fire. Okay.
It's the apes that just nuked me to oblivion.
No escape! That's all, huh? No escape! Die! Guys, you're wide open!
Quite surprised by how much damage they did.
Let's go!
Oh no, I remember.
You remember?
I have an armor on that gives me no defense.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Do you want to change it?
No, because I'm trying to learn the skill on it.
No escape!
That's worrying.
So, is it even beaten up enough to die? Cool.
Nice,
Did
you got
you
it.
think you could escape me?
Now I remember, I put on an armor that's ridiculous, and then I asked everyone to remind. Oh, you got your weapon.
Yeah.
Snakebite. I remember I asked everyone to remind me next week that I have an armor on that gives me barely any defense. If you switch over to my character on the item screen, it's the colourful waistcoat, so it drops the defense to like 94.
Oh dear, what's it normally? Oh, that's quite a big difference.
Yes.
Maybe you could upgrade it a bit or something.
Technically, maybe I could use another character in the meantime.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Do you want to play as Elite? Eleanor?
Oh, yeah, put me on Eleanor and then put her back to a normal costume.
What?
I'm not fighting with a norming
At
costume.
your command, I'm ready.
Picky, picky. There you go.
No!
You'll just have to not fight then, I guess.
Hey, Mary. Oh, there's a little bunch.
I mean, I could go straight in the town.
To be honest, we may as well. I don't know if we'll be going to any new areas with Tress. And hopefully we can come back out here, or we're probably sent out in a direction out here later. You don't know. We just don't know.
We just don't know.
Becca, you don't have to obey him. You're his wife. Ha ha ha
Well,
ha
I did
ha.
sort of only half do it.
That was compromise, is it?
That's marriage. Compromise. Nobody gets what they want. Not again.